retireearlylifestyle.com from Barbados.
Having more fun than anyone.
Billy here with retireearlylifestyle.com. We are in Barbados, the island of Barbados, in the, I don't want to say that it's the Caribbean islands. I'm sure that gets misconstrued, but it's actually, we are actually in the Atlantic Ocean. If you look at a map, Barbados is off on the right-hand side of the Caribbean chain, so technically this is the Atlantic Ocean. This is our second place we stayed here. We originally, I don't want to get into too much detail about this, but we originally stayed in a place in Hull Town, which is around the island. That was stuff I read online recommended Hull Town is a nice place to be, and so we found a place, looked suitable, condominium complex, and we went there, and the place was just one big kerfluffle. Nothing worked, and we never stayed in the room that we rented. They put us into a subpar room, for temporary reasons, and after 3 nights, this temporary subpar room just wasn't cutting it. So we decided to pull the plug, and we found this place, had availability, and so we booked it. And you're paying the price here. This is not cheap here. This is more expensive than we would like to be paying, but it's very nice here. It's, you know, very nice, very nice setting. Our impressions of Barbados, from what we've seen, are not impressive. It reminds me of Fort Lauderdale. It reminds me of the traffic is horrendous. I mean, trying to get from Hull Town to here, which is about, I think, if my memory is correct, 17 kilometers. Somebody can correct me on that. I mean, it took an hour. Just insane. After coming off the island of Nevis, which I got to admit, we favor. This is like New York City to us here. It's way too many people. It's way more developed than we are used to for these islands. I don't want to give Barbados a bad name. I mean, we're not here that long, but I don't know. It's just Nevis is so much more rustic, so much more, I want to say, original. But then again, I don't want to promote Nevis too much either. They're different islands. All of these islands have a different vibe. That's why this is our first time to Barbados. And the reason we came here was we were winding up. We spent 6 weeks on the island of Nevis, and we okay, we got to get out. It's time to get out. Christmas is coming. Let me back up. I'll come back to that story in a moment. What's surprising here is that we are the week before Christmas here. And you can hear that sound. I don't know what the sound comes from. We can hear it in the room too. This is the week before Christmas. In fact, Christmas is less than 1 week away now. A handful of days away. And this place had availability. We're finding that the islands are not crowded right now. We were very concerned. That's one reason why we wanted to get out, was because we were concerned that we would have limited options on where to travel during this time of the year, because prices can become ridiculous, like they did here. And so we said, okay, we've been on Nevis 6 weeks. We came into the Caribbean islands with a one-way ticket, so we were not constrained by that. But then it was like, okay, Christmas is coming, let's get out of here. And so we the way we come in and out of here is on Copa Airlines, because Copa is they're the national airline of Panama, and they fly through Panama City to these islands, and thus they fly from Panama City directly back to Guadalajara, which many of you know we live near Guadalajara, Mexico. So, okay, so that avoids us having to go 22 hours to Miami, and God only knows where else they route us out of here. So so we found out that Copa does fly out of Barbados. We'd never been to Barbados before, and so we decided that this could be an interesting place to come to, and that's what brought us here in the first place. So anyway, this is the view we have off of our balcony from the hotel. It's quite nice. I don't know what these motor sounds are, but we heard them. It sounded like a locomotive earlier. Maybe the generators or something, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We just arrived here yesterday afternoon. Still trying to get our bearings here, but we're gonna make it. Another day in the life of Bill and Acacia from RetireEarlyLifestyle.com.
1991, the critics said it couldn't be done. Wanted to retire while they were still very young. Selling everything, now they have a life in the sun. Having more fun than anyone. Traveling the world to faraway places. Eating strange food, putting in their paces. Hanging out in Mexico, making lots of friends. It's a lifestyle, they'll live it to the beautiful end. You see, it didn't take long, living the dream. It's easier now than it ever seemed. It didn't take long, let them show you how, so that you too can retire now. That was 4 decades ago.